quite clear that the main feature of Planet Coaster 2 is going to be the water parks and water slides and swimming pool. That is what they're pushing in their teaser as their new big upgrade from Planco 1. Obviously, there's going to be so many more features in Planet Coaster 2 than Planet Coaster 1, but that is their main big feature. But what if Frontier gave us the ability to make water parks in our theme parks nearly 2 decades ago? This is Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Soaked, which was the expansion pack to Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and gave us the ability to build water slides, water parks. Oh my god, that is not safe. And I figured that seeing as Planet Coaster 2 is coming later this year, I figured it would be quite fun to go back and play this, because my god did I used to love this game. I want to see how quickly I can build a realistic sort of indoor water park in this game. And then when Planet Coaster 2 comes out, we can maybe even try and recreate the water park I made in this in Planet Coaster 2. If you want to see that, maybe subscribe, but maybe don't, because I don't know if I've earned it. Where the paths change there, that the lighter path is going to be inside, and then out here is going to be the outside world. God, it's so weird to build in this, being used to building in Planet Coaster. I think every indoor water park in the world has their sort of main building just made of glass, so we're going to go with that. There was never any multi-select. They were never grouped together as a building like in Planet Coaster. They're all just walls by themselves, you know. So you can't just move like a whole building by itself. This is so ugly. I feel like I can build quite well in Planet Coaster. As soon as you're on like a grid like this, it's so much harder. It's looking a bit like a weird glass prison, but one you'd go swimming in, so it fits the brief. That's so funny. So what's happened is my my webcam has overheated because it's very hot here in the UK at the moment. This is me looking. That's the expression it's left me with. There we go. Right, I'll carry on building and I will rejoin you once the camera has cooled down in the fridge. Alright, we're back and you can start to see the water park coming together. Obviously there's going to be walls following where the concrete is on the floor, and what I've tried to do is keep the slide in tunnels when it leaves the building, like goes outside, and then when it's inside the building it can be like exposed, like not in a tunnel. It'll be interesting in Planet Coaster 2 because clearly here we've got this mechanic where there's a clear distinction between regular guest pathed areas, and then you have to enter through here to enter this essentially attraction. For theme park guests to enter the water park, they have to go through something like a changing room, or if the changing rooms are just free place and the pathways are just free place and it's sort of merged into one. Will be interesting to find out. Right, that is the sort of contents of the water park, I think, done. Yes, we need to get the building done, and then that is our indoor water park build complete. So let's do that. Hello, it's a completely different day to when I last spoke to you. Building in this game has made me realise just how easy we now have it to build really nice things in Planet Coaster, because my god, is building nice things in this game without modding the game. Quite a challenge, because in the 8 or so years we've had Planet Coaster, and we can build really minute tiny things and then blueprint those and make really grand structures. Going back to just a grid system like this with huge blocky chunks, it's tough. And to be honest, this is probably the ugliest thing I've probably ever even built in the game, even back when I used to play this game. But it was a speed build. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, considering the amount of time that I spent on it, which was not a lot of time. But let's show you some of the things in this water park super quick. Here are the 2 splash pools for the water slides. Well, 2 of the water slides at least. Over in the corner we have the wave pool, which for some reason is not making any waves. In the main pool we have some diving boards and the exit for the big bowl, which I've just realized has no support beams. Behind that in the other corner we have the hot tubs and the splash pool for the big bowl. Technical term. The big bowl is actually outside the building because it would be too big to fit in the big room. Upstairs there's what I like to know as the pool. But it's cool, you can look down into the bowl over there and watch people slide around. And every single slide starts up in this tower type thing. In my head, before building it, I imagined it being like a thin, spindly tower. I didn't imagine it being as wide as this, but yeah, this is the struggles of building in a very restrictive grid-based game. So you can see all the slides start up here, which is fun. But yeah, it's so weird how building technique has now completely changed with like the 8 years that we've had Planet Coaster, because, you know, building in this game, there was no like actual buildings. It was just you were placing walls and they weren't necessarily grouped to each other. And there is kind of a blueprinting sort of speed building technique you can use over here, where you can like save bits. Like here was like the glass roof that I was making, and you can just quickly do something like that. But yeah, I just wanted to come back to this game because it just makes me so excited for Planet Coaster 2, and the fact that we're going to be able to make way better things than what I've made here, and with way more features, way more slides, way more anything. It's going to be better in every single aspect. If it's not, then what are Frontier doing? I'd be kind of interested to see if I can recreate this exact water park in Planet Coaster 2 when it's released, but obviously make it way better. Also, let me know what other water park features you would like to see in Planet Coaster 2. Body Slide 1 has closed because the exit is too dangerous. Well, on that note, it's time to go. I didn't save.